Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about must-have RV storage solutions, especially if you're stuck in one of these smaller, budget-friendly RVs. Stay tuned. Alright guys, not sure if you're like us, but finding storage solutions inside this Coleman 17B is pretty tough sometimes. There's a lot of times with these smaller campers, they really cheap out on places to keep things. And today we're going to show you 5 of the best solutions we found. Best part is, they're all from the Dollar Tree. So they're cheap, they're inexpensive, anybody can do it. Let's jump right into it and show you guys number 1. Not sure how many of you have one of these cheap little Coleman 17B campers, but if you do, the first thing you're probably going to agree with me on is this cabinet down here tends to become what we call a catch-all. We picked up this little storage rack. I think it's supposed to be mounted like inside the cabinet door like here. Unfortunately, ours is a little bit too small. We're going to go ahead and mount it right inside there. I'll get a light on for you so you guys can see that better. But what's going to be nice about this is it'll be able to hold garbage bags, cleaners, extra products that we need for the camper, sponges, things like that. So let's go ahead and get this installed. That way we free up the bottom of this cabinet. We can get our garbage can in there and hopefully organize this a little bit better. Alright guys, I know it's probably tough for you to see. We're supposed to mount it on the inside of the door here, but what we're going to do is go ahead and mount it right on the inside of the cabinet here instead. The reason for this is if we close the door with this shelf attached, I think it's going to take up too much room here, and I'd like to have all this left over for a garbage can, and I think we keep our dog food and things like that in here. So let's go ahead and get this shelf installed on here. We'll get that screwed in, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, go ahead and measure your screws. Make sure you got everything level. Get those spaced out just right, and this should set in here just like that. So there you go guys, you can see we still have plenty of room to set our dog food here on the ground, plenty of room for the garbage can. It's nice to get all these things up off the ground like that. We were able to get cleaning supplies, sponges, garbage bags, all sorts of things up on this rack. Keep them from floating around while we're traveling around with a camper. I think these are going to hold them a lot better and work out great. Alright guys, second thing that we picked up are these ledge shelves, and my thought process behind these is to set them up inside the bunkhouse here. These are going to work great in order to hold like the iPad or even the phone, be able to charge the phone if you got some glasses for somebody staying over, something like that. Nice little shelf area, storage area for inside this bunkhouse. Let's show you how we get those installed. Alright guys, this is all going to be pretty self-explanatory. It does come with these 2 holes, as you can see here. Make sure you're measuring everything twice. You certainly don't want to have a lot of holes, either here on your wall, wherever you guys decide to mount these things. We're going to go ahead and get the tape measure out, get this measured up, get it mounted on there, and I'll show you what we can use it for. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. We went ahead and measured everything. Got the shelf installed on here, made sure everything was level, and again, these are going to be great. We drilled a hole right down here in the middle, that way we can run a charger down right down to the plug down here. But for the kids' phones or iPads or whatever the case may be, if you got a pair of glasses or whatever you need to store while you're in here sleeping, these little shelves are going to work out great. Again, called the ledge shelf. Everything we got here is from the Dollar Tree. You really can't beat it. A little bit of storage is going to go a long way. So the third thing that we picked up are these Closet Essential collapsible storage containers. I'm probably most excited about these. We plan on using them up on this top shelf here. And what ends up happening is we store all sorts of stuff up here. Camera equipment, games, Wendy keeps beauty supplies, cosmetics, all her hair stuff, bathroom stuff, things like that up on the shelf. And typically what happens, by the time we get to the campground, it's scattered everywhere. I'm hoping that these storage shelves here, or collapsible containers, whatever they're called, certainly fit up here just perfect. If you look at the way that they're cut and the ceiling's cut, they should slide right up there without any issues. Let me get these installed up here. I'll show you what I'm talking about and show you what we're going to use them for. Alright guys, like I said, these are $1 each. What they do is unfold. They come with a little cardboard insert right here to kind of keep everything nice and stiff. Slides right in there. And like I said, the way these are cut, they should fit right up on this shelf without any issues. So again guys, I think these are going to work out pretty good. We got all our games, all our stuff for the kids and stuff in here to play with this one. They fit right in here really nice and tight. We got camera equipment, things like that inside of here. Laptop chargers, phone chargers. Wendy will be able to use this one for whatever she needs it for. A lot of times our wallet and keys and money and things like that get set up here. It'll be really nice to be able to just grab this, take what you need to go. And like I said, they fit up here really nice. I don't think we're going to have a lot of problem with these things moving around. They're all in here nice and tight. So they should work out pretty good as far as storage goes up on that shelf. Another thing that we bought for on this top shelf is one of these rubber bins here for $1 or $1.25, whatever it is. The reason being is we think we can be able to set it right up here. We wanted something that was a little bit waterproof for dog storage stuff. So, you know, a lot of times we're taking the mutts out on a walk, it's raining out or it's muddy or the weather might not be cooperating. It's nice to have a spot to be able to put their wet leashes or dog collars or really anything that they're going to need. Again, I didn't want something fabric. I wanted something kind of waterproof. So that sets up there really nice. I think it's not going to move around at all. You guys can see how tight it is. So again, guys, dog leashes, collars. They got a hairbrush in here because they shed all over the place. I think they're tied down on in here. We got a pet hair remover, all sorts of tools. It's nice to be able to keep everything in here just in case it is wet. Alright guys, so the fourth thing that we picked up are these little 3-pack storage containers, I guess you'd call them. What I'm thinking with these is we have a mess of a junk drawer down here. It'd be nice to be able to set these in there. You could even use them for something like silverware or to kind of keep all your little supplies together, little tools. We're going to go ahead and get this drawer organized. I'll show you the difference when we use these containers. So again, guys, what a difference. It keeps everything nice and contained, be able to find things a lot easier. We ended up using the third one right here above the fireplace to kind of hold all our remotes, radio, lights, awning lights, fans, stuff like that. It sits right in here nice, fits perfect in the groove, and I think that's going to help us certainly keep everything intact, know where everything is while we're traveling down the road, keep everything from flying around, and again, just keep everything nice and organized. Alright guys, so the last thing that we picked up, pretty straightforward stuff, is one of these over-the-door hooks. Pretty self-explanatory. They slide right over the door like this. Be able to shut the door nice, which is good when you're traveling down the road. Kind of clips right up there on the top. This will be great as far as, you know, like I said, hanging a towel, or even if you got a bag or something that you got to hang from there. Pretty self-explanatory, nothing fancy, but for $1.25, certainly something I'd recommend in here. These bathrooms do not have a lot of storage space as it is. We did install one of these command strips up here, just because we didn't want to screw anything in. Again, not tons of storage space in there, so if you got another rack or another hook or something that you can hang stuff on, that's always going to be helpful. All the time the kids are down at the pool, so we got wet towels, wet swimming trunks, swimsuits, things like that. It could be raining out. Maybe you just want to hang up your hoodie or your sweatshirt for the day or a jacket. So these hooks for $1.25, certainly going to work out for you guys. Guys, these are just the top 5 things that we found. Again, all from the Dollar Tree, so really cheap, really easy. They're going to make your storage and your camping a lot better situation for you guys. Make sure you check a video out up here on some of the upgrades that we've done for these Coleman 17Bs. Going to find a lot of useful information there. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys watching as always, and we will see you next week.